Right, morning all. We're down at the old World War II Flugplatz, which was German for airfield. This was a Luftwaffe base during the Second World War. This wall, you can see him running round here. This was the aircraft repair factory. So I'm going to start my hunt here. This is a bit away from the actual main airstrip, but obviously we're hoping, or well, I'm hoping to find some plane relics around here. A lot of stuff will have, hopefully, if we can get anything, a serial number and maybe even the eagle stamp on it. So let's get started. Let me get set up. All the detecting gear's in the bag there, and we'll see what we can find. Right, hopefully I'll be back in the blink of an eye with a find. Right, we're just out the hole there by this tree. Someone else had dug a hole there. I don't know if it was an animal or something, but right next to it, I just had that. Doesn't look much, but I think that's a plain rivet. So on the other side of the wall now, outside the shed, so I'm going to concentrate around here. There's a woodpecker in the distance. I don't know if you can hear him going. But it's hard going because there's lots of these, I know them as hawthorns, really sharp needles on these trees, and you keep getting caught up. Every time you swing your coil, you're getting stuck, but we'll persevere. At least we're off and running. Yeah, it doesn't look too much, but I'm pleased with that. That's genuine World War II. So right, let's carry on. Right, this might seem quite an insignificant find, but it's some sort of well, I don't know if that's a screw or a locking pin, or I'm not sure. Again, these, you know, these seem quite insignificant, but you know, this is quite an active Luftwaffe base, so that may be, I don't know, maybe a rivet, I'm not sure, part of a plane. Anyway, we'll carry on, but it's really hard to detect. When you swing your coil, all these grasses get hooked around you, and you can't swing very far, so it's hard going. As I say, on the beach you've got nothing to deter you. And it's also, these are the things that I was on about. I mean, I don't know if you can see that there. Look at the size. Ow! Look at the size of that spike. You stick that in your hand, that's literally going through my finger and out the other side, and they are everywhere. I mean, you know, you're getting hooked up in them as you go. All of these green little trees you can see around here are those spiky things. I mean, I know them as blackthorn. I don't know what they're called in Germany. But anyway, let's carry on. And we'll see if we can find something a bit better. Something over there. As the batteries have run out, I can't find it. What are you doing? Let's try ground balancing it. Right. Let's have a look and see what we got. I suspect it's probably another rivet. Who knows? I don't know what that is. There's a lump of something. Oh well, I'll have to clean that up. But that's good the detector's finding that, because that was down about 4 inches. Okay, let's carry on. Well, I think I'm going to have to give this up. It's a bad lot. I'm only having the rivets, but it's awful to try and get through here. You've got the vines at the bottom that tangle around your detector head. These things here are at eye level. I've got my earphones getting out. Shovel's got stuck. Oh. It's just really frustrating trying to swing the coil. You just haven't got any room to move. So I think my earphones have got caught. We'll find somewhere to pack up. Oh, shovel's got caught again. God almighty. I think I'm right by the road here. Let's, Jesus Christ. Right, that'll do. Right, well, we only found the rivets and bits and pieces. A bit disappointing really. I had high hopes for this place, but can't find stuff all the time. So we're going to move to the next spot. It's what's known as a pilot standing area. So before the pilots scrambled, they were all sitting round on this bit of earth. So I'm going to run the coil over there, and then from there I'm going to hike up to... They actually had on the base, they actually had like a sewing room and uniform repair room. So I'm going to go there, see if we can find any buttons or anything like that laying about, but who knows. So let me get this all packed away, and then we'll get the compass out and hike. Well, this is a promising start. I had hoped to go directly through there. There's a bloody fence up. So, yeah. Oh well, we'll have to go where we can. Right, on we go. Well, I was planning on going through these woods here and cutting across. I've got my map here, but we ain't going anywhere. So, yeah, it looks like we're en route. So let's think of that going. You can see where I am. I'm right in the middle of nowhere. I've got to get to the top of this road, and then I'll have to cut across. But I mean, I was going to navigate through there, but looking at that looks as bad as that other forest we was in. So we'll stick on the main road, save some time. It's 10:05. I'm getting picked up at 2 again, so let's go this way and see how we get on. The main airstrip is in that strip of woods you can see at the end. Okay, this road down here went down to the maintenance bay, which I was just in, and off here, just on the right, there's like U-shaped, horseshoe-shaped, like little banked areas, which are called splinter cells. And what they used to do was park planes in the woods here under camo nets, and then when the Allies came over, they used to run them out on this road, drive the planes down to the airfield and take off. So if there's any of these splinter bays, I've seen a couple of like little bits, but if there's any whole ones, I'll video them for you and can see them, because obviously there was things like Stukas, ME-109s, and later on in the war they were gearing up to have the ME-262, the first jet fighters here. So let me get down. I've only got a little bit here, but nearer the end, from what I was looking on the map, is where a lot of the intact splinter things are. So I'll get marching and we'll see how we go. Right, this looks like a splinter cell. Can you see the bank running up there? Looks like the back's been cut out of it. There should be another curved bank here coming back out. This would have been for the plane. Yeah, look, you can see the other side of the bank there. So in there would have been a fighter aircraft in World War II. That's cool, they're still there. So anyway, I'll see if there's a more complete one and you can see like a proper horseshoe. There's another one. See the bank there? It goes round in there. So that little input in there curved off round, another bank for a plane. I say nearer the top of this road you get, the more there were. Because obviously it was nearer the airfield. But I think a lot of them have been dug out. If I find a nice one, I'd like to go in and detect one of them, but it's hard to get in now. I mean, looking at the overgrowth, it's yeah, it's looking like that other forest. This is actually inside a splinter bay. I've got the bank running round here, and you can see the bank comes round there. I might just have a quick nip over here with the detector, you know, because I can actually swing the detector down the middle, so it might not be a bad place just to quickly have a 5-minute break and have a quick go. As I say, you can see the rampart there, Splinter Bay, and then it's been dug out a bit here. But yeah, let me get set up. I'm just gonna whack the detector down the middle, see if we find anything. Probably might not be anything here, but we'll give it a go. Well, that is not happening. There was some sort of something or other all over the floor in there, and it was causing the detector to go mental. I did a bit of digging, and it was like almost like a roofing felt, really. So I couldn't really do anything with it. So anyway, nearly at the end of the road. So we get there. See, interesting, some sort of stone structure in there. Don't know what that was for. See where we can go from here. Right, let's get on. You see the foxhole. It's definitely a machine gun nest there, which was obviously a cupboard up and down this track. But I've got lost. I took the path I thought it was. No pilot standing area. So I've got to find my bearings again. Give me 5 minutes. Right, see, it comes along here, and then it would curve round there, up the bank up the other side. So this whole area here is one of those splinter cells for a plane. So that's pretty good, and you can see how wide they are just to get the wings and things in. So pretty cool they're still here. You can identify them. I know where I am again now, so we're back on track. So let's carry on to where I wanted to go. Let's see how we get on. Well, this is potentially where we're going to go in. Unless I can find a clear bit to get in, it's looking like the other bit. So God knows what this sewing room is going to be like when we get up there. My friend the dog walker over there. Typical you bump into someone, isn't it? Right, miserable guy. Thanked him for holding his dog. Didn't even acknowledge me. Oh well, let's carry on. Well, this is where the sewing room's supposed to be. But it's in the middle of a nature reserve, which says no digging flowers. So if I start digging, I'm going to get in trouble, aren't I? So I've walked all the way over here for nothing. Great. It's 11 o'clock, so we've got 3 hours. So, alright, let's go and find somewhere else. Do you know what the worst bit is? I'm just trundling back now. I can't even have an interval and have a cuppa. I left my flask at home. I am parched. Really gagging for a drink, but nothing to drink. So, oh well. We got just under 3 hours before we're being picked up. So, I'm going to head into them woods down there. Detect off down there till it's time to get picked up. Then I'm getting picked up round the corner of where you can see the furthest tree and along a bit. So Still quite a bit of walking to do, but I'm going to break it up with a bit more detecting. Well, it's a bit of a disaster metal detecting here, because it got bombed by about, I think it was about 94 B-29s, the airfield, and there was just shrapnel everywhere. And that's when I was in that other place. It wasn't the roofing felt, that was the shrapnel that was giving all them signals. So I can't actually detect here, not unless I just want to dig shrapnel after shrapnel after shrapnel. So I think I'm going to call it a day here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go round and have a little look round. I think there's remains of the actual building still here. We'll just see what's still here. So let's carry on. That gap you can see in the trees there, through that little bit there, that's the pilot standing area. So that was the bit I was looking for. I don't know what this mound is. It's got some sort of brick in it. But you can see there's bits all over the place. This is something. Also the blocks, but that's where the pilots waited. Then they got the call, then they scrambled. So we'll head off down through this main path here. I think originally these were open, and then the planes from down this bit could taxi up there because the main airfield was at the top. So anyway, let's have a wander up and see if we can see any remnants of buildings. See another machine gun nest there, little dugout. So they obviously, in case of attack, would have defended this central strip. It looks like there's been some work done in here at the moment. Yeah, look, there's another one here. There's quite a few of them. Obviously another foxhole where you could get a machine gun nestled there and shoot straight down there with the other one on the other side. Staggered fire, that's quite good. And another one. So double the fire. Oh, Jesus, that's hot. Yeah, there's quite a few of them in here, unless they're bomb craters, because as I say, them bomb craters are normally bigger, because there's another one there. I've seen bomb craters in the UK, because where I live's on the way to where the Luftwaffe used to raid London, and they dropped a load of bombs near my grand's house, and the craters are absolutely massive. So those to me look like foxholes. There's another one there. I suppose they had them heavily defended, I don't know. I haven't seen any building. There was supposed to be, when I looked it up, loads of remnants of buildings in these woods. Right, enough of my yibber yabbing, let me come back later. Some sort of, that's a drain or what? That's obviously from the base. But we're not finding many buildings. There's a bit of a building there. Only the base of it. Yeah, there's some hefty old structures. So you think they'd like open it up a bit, really? Take better care of it. I mean, it just looks a wreck. Unless they're just letting it go to nature, I don't know. I mean, if you look in there, you're not going to see anything, really. A bit more rubble. There's obviously a building here, but look at it, it's just been blown to bits. It's quite amazing that they don't do more with this. Ah, my lift awaits. Right. Well, I hope you enjoyed today, albeit very small. There's a sign over here that's got a picture of the base with the light out. I'll take a picture of that, scrub the name off, and you can have a look. Right, let's get ready for tomorrow.